And kind of going back to that fabulous intro you gave to me, the whole DIY aspect of home brewing is really what made most people avid home brewers back in the day. Um, there have been so many technological changes in the last decade or decade and a half, or even the last 5 years, that brewing now it can be as easy as you want it to be. But then you are, and we were, and I was finding bits and pieces of things to turn into other things. Like most common one is an igloo cooler that you're turning into a mash tun, or
Hmm.
various ways to set up a boiler or different bags to use for brewing a bag or different um, funky little gadgets to hang over in your kettle to uh, infuse spices or hops or whatever in. Getting really creative with things that you could use to ferment in, buckets and carboys and make any questionable choices about what non-food safe materials you can use. Um, that is the biggest thing. So, 10 years ago, I was using a very modest kettle because it's just what was around. I was using an igloo cooler to mash in and a very, very simple at that time immersion chiller to cool with. Fast forward today, I still love that process. In fact, I would say that I even have it more complicated now with a three vessel system. But at the same time, at the shop, and today's an example, I might brew here with a countertop induction burner in a pot, and I might brew
Hmm.
with my 35-liter Brewzilla, which I just program my mash steps in there, and I can take care of customers and walk next door and do whatever and come back, and it's all more or less ready to go.
Right.
So the equipment side of it has changed enormously. And the other part is back behind me. I know you can't really see it too well. I don't want to mess with the camera, but I carry like 120 grains in stock. And that
Ooh,
just wasn't
wow.
a thing,
Yeah.
or at least to me, that wasn't a thing 10
Hmm.
years ago. It just wasn't out there like it is now. Same is true. We have a walk-in cooler full of hops and yeast. I mean, that's just, your options for yeast manufacturers and brands were much narrower, more narrow rather,
Hmm.
and the selection of yeast within those, of course, even more narrow still, depending on what you get at the time. The innovation and technology is 100% on our side in brewing, and it's better now than it ever has been. And scary thought, but 5 years from now, who knows? What remarkable advances there could be.